5 years ago today, US Airways Flight 1549 made an emergency landing like no other. Its runway, New York City, icy Hudson River. All 155 people aboard survived that day, what would quickly become known as a miracle on the Hudson. In a moment, we'll talk with Captain Sully Sullenberger and his first officer, that would be Jeff Skiles. But first, Jeff Pegues spoke with one of the passengers. He's along the Hudson River right now. Jeff, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gail, Charlie, and Nora. Thick fog this morning, but on that day, relatively clear skies. The plane came from the north, landed here in the Hudson River, floating down the river on what was one of the coldest days of the year. You talk to the survivors, and they will tell you how fortunate they feel. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll hear how the miracle on the Hudson still haunts them.
It's still emotion, honestly. It's still there.
Barry Leonard thinks about what could have happened.
It's just heart-wrenching, realizing that, my children could have not had a dad, that my mom, lost a son. It's still hard.
The images of that day still live in his memory. And although remembering is painful at times, it also takes him to a better place.
I still have nightmares sometimes about it, but I also realized in my waking hours that I'm one of the luckiest guys on earth.
The captain came on and says, look, we're going down, brace for impact.
It's coming down, down, down.
We're going to be in the Hudson.
On January 15th, 2009.
This is a CBS News special report. There's been a plane crash here in New York City.
US Airways Flight 1549 narrowly avoided a disaster. Flying just over the George Washington Bridge, the plane crash landed in the icy water of the Hudson River.
And all I had to do was take one step forward, one to the left. I'm at the door. I took one forward and I looked back to see if my body was still in the seat because, I didn't know if maybe I was dead.
Being a survivor has changed everything for him. Most importantly, perhaps, his outlook on life. 5 years later, is life better?
I think so. I'm experiencing the things in life that I, maybe talked about, but I didn't do. I'm doing them. I'm just so proud and happy that, a 60-year-old man can get to the top of Kilimanjaro and can hike 20 miles a day with his daughter and do all of these things. And I plan on continuing to do it.
Barry Leonard says he has a bucket list and a high-pressure job as president and CEO of a company, but he tries to bring balance to his life by checking goals off that bucket list every year.